A couple of weeks ago, a video was posted onto YouTube about a Titanfall-inspired game called Colossal that's been developed by a single person. That video blew up, and so I tracked down the developer behind it. And in this video, I'm sitting down with him one-to-one and asking the questions every Titanfall fan wants answered. What exactly is this game? Why should we play it? When can we play it? And can one person really pull off something this ambitious? So, if you want to know more about Colossal, you're exactly in the right place, because in this video, we cover everything from the game's origins and development to multiplayer, maps, gameplay, and what's planned for the future. It's a really interesting conversation, so grab a snack, grab a cold drink, and let's get into it.
Hey, G-Mech, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you good, man. I can hear you good. What is going on, bro?
All right. Good, how you doing? It's nice to finally hop in a call with you.
Yeah, man, you sound like you sound like professional or something. You sound smart, man.
Really? That's awesome.
Okay, then, Zia, so let me just get one thing straight. You're known in the Titanfall community as the Ronin guy.
Yeah.
Like that's what people know you as.
It's from so long ago that the old school players know me. Like newer guys that joined in late might have like heard of it, but like the ones who know me are like the old players.
When you put out that video, I didn't know who you were, just because I came onto the scene a little bit later. But people in your comment section were like going off crazy, saying, "Oh my god!" Like,
yeah, because like people that have been around for a long time would recognize the name. It's just like I played it pretty like intensely up until about like 2019.
Yeah,
and all I would do, it's really funny too, because I had so little like public game time, because I was just nonstop in 1v1s with the best players in the game and nonstop running scrims. So, I had never actually reached Gen 100 on any platform, despite having so much time played, because it was all in custom games, fighting like the top teams and top players in 1v1s. But whenever I would go out in the public matches, it was just like slaughter. And it's funny too, because I didn't play Titanfall like trying to be like a good player. I only got into it because like I had some of my brothers and cousins really like number 1. So as soon as Titanfall 2 came out, I was like, I'm gonna get this and play it with my fam. And then none of them got into it. So I never actually got to play with them. And then I fell in love with the game. And then I only got into the comp scene because I ran into top players that were like, yo, your Ronin's insane.
Yes.
Come play with us and show us what you're doing. And then that's when I met that Dinosaur 123 guy, which he's not active now, but he really carried the entire competitive scene on his back for years. Like he still runs the tournament Discord and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's the one that pulled me into the scene. And then we got so much better than everyone because we just spent like a whole month doing Ronin 1v1s nonstop.
So in a Titan, you were unstoppable. What were you like on the pilot side of things?
Funny enough, I only learned pilots to get better at Titan modes. Like I like the pilots; they're cool. They're like a fundamental part of the game, right?
Yeah.
But I love the Titan side so much that dominated my time. If I was playing the game, I wanted to be in Ronin.
Yeah.
Like the pilots were cool, but I'd rather be in Ronin. But I did spend a lot of time playing pilots just because I was like, well, if I die, I have to be able to hold my own as a pilot. So like I learned the pilot movement mechanics and tech and practice as a pilot just so that when I went down in Last Titan Standing, I'd be able to like continue to provide assistance to the team as a pilot.
Yes, I know what you mean.
So I literally learned that side just to improve the LTS play.
Yes.
But it's good.
I'm like the opposite to you.
Yeah.
I'm all about the pilot gameplay, but I'd occasionally jump into a Titan, of course. Okay, Zia, the reason I'm here, I've got a few questions to ask you about Colossal because it's intrigued a lot of people in the community. And I'm excited to see what you have to say about it. And I guess I'll start with the most generic question I can ask about this subject. And it's, what made you want to build a Titanfall-like game? Like, what inspired you to do this?
I guess the biggest appeal of it was me noticing that I don't think that any AAA company is really going to be able to capture what made it special.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we've seen more people taking jabs at it recently, but this is also like, this is my thought process years ago when I first started, when Diesel Knights wasn't public, when Shadow Rush wasn't public, when the newest one out of 1047, Impulse, wasn't out. So really I was just looking at a market of like, well, Titanfall really captured lightning in a bottle. Nobody else is doing it. I really want something new because I've done so much time in Titanfall, and as fun of a game as it is, like I want some new experiences in this type of game.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get it from somebody else. So that really fueled the push. It was just a drive of making the game that I want to play because other people weren't doing it.
You kind of touched base on that in your video, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit. I was just in my video. I tried to make the intro as brief as I could to get into showing the gameplay. So I didn't really go into like too much on exactly what I meant by that.
Yeah.
But it's just really like there's movement shooters that exist that are solid. There's mech shooters that exist that are solid, but nobody's really capturing that magic of mixing them together.
Yes.
And obviously we're seeing more attempts at it now, but I don't know. They have their own designs and ideas and direction that they're taking it, and I have my own direction I'm taking it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the execution of how you do that dynamic is super important, besides just the raw idea of here's some big robots and here's some agile pilots sharing the same space.
Yes.
The short answer is I'm just chasing the feeling that Titanfall had given me for so long while trying to give it a new spin, because I want new experiences with this type of game.
Mm-hmm. And like, there's like, I feel like the community is actually split, you know, when it comes to this, because I've made lots of videos on Titanfall-like games, like that's what we're going to call them, isn't it? So like, I've made videos on Impulse, let's just say, and the comment section in that video was very, oh, this is so good, and then they had the other half, which was like, it's not Titanfall, and it's like,
oh, they're so torn on it. They're so torn.
It's like straight down the middle, 50-50. It's such a hard genre to cater for. Like, people are either gonna love it or hate it. Are you worried that the community are gonna feel like that about your game, if you know what I mean, and like not receive it the way you want them to?
Yeah, there's definitely that risk. I mean, again, like we're talking earlier about how like ravenously passionate the community is about Titanfall.
Yeah.
So I think in a lot of regards that makes people very hesitant to tackle the genre. Because it's like, if you don't get it right, people are going to be pretty upset. And at the end of the day, Titanfall is there, it exists. And if the game's not hitting the same notes as it, they're just going to go play Titanfall.
Yeah.
So even if somebody puts out something similar, if it's not giving them the same sort of fantasy they're chasing as a pilot or a Titan, they're just going to go play Titanfall. If it doesn't feel good, they're just going to go play Titanfall. If it doesn't give them anything new and meaningful, they're just going to go play Titanfall.
Exactly.
And like, I'm very aware of that. So my goal is giving them something that's familiar but different, is the best way I can describe it.
Okay.
I want them to feel at home at the game.
Yeah.
But I'm also taking pretty dramatic twists on how the entire game is played through the designs. Because at the end of the day, I know that if I just give people a game where I'm asking the question of what would Titanfall look like if it was built on no budget by one guy, nobody's going to want to play that game. So I need to do things that are pretty dramatically different to attract the player base in.
Yes. No,
while
what
still
you're
maintaining that
sense.
core idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually said in your Colossal trailer that you taught yourself how to code from scratch. What was that journey like to go from a gamer to someone that makes games? Because obviously you're looking at it at a completely kind of different way, and I'm kind of interested to see like how long that even took you. Like how long was that journey, and like to get to where you are now?
It's quite funny. You should ask. I never planned to get into making games. It's not like I didn't reach a point where I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna go make games. The first time I ever actually like programmed something was in a Minecraft mod, funny enough.
Okay.
And it was a mod called Computer Craft, where you could like basically have your own robot that does stuff, but you had to program it in this really crummy programming language called Lua. And I started learning programming just to do better at this mod.
Oh, okay then. Is that, I don't know much about game development, like, so like is that just like coding that you were doing?
Yeah, it was legitimate program. It's a real programming language, but the guys who had made this Minecraft mod required you to use a real programming language to program this robot in the game to do tasks for you. So I went and started learning programming just to play this Minecraft mod.
That's nuts. That's actually nuts.
Yeah, and I had a buddy of mine who was studying computer science, so when I showed him what I was doing in Minecraft, he recommended, he's like, hey, you should go make a Codecademy account. It's a good spot that you can learn and improve at this stuff. So I did. And I started studying programming just for that. And then once I had learned a bit more about it, I was like, wait, this is way easier than I was expecting it to be. In my mind, it always felt like programming is reserved just for like ultra geniuses. There's no way I could ever touch it.
Mm-hmm.
So I never even bothered. But that gave me the confidence to like start actually learning it and studying it more.
Okay.
And then when I had learned a good amount on that, I started having the thought of like, I wonder if I could just learn game development stuff, because that's the same time period where I was feeling like disgruntled with a lot of the FPS games on the market, and I was starting to think like, well, I know some programming, I have experience like modding maps in the past for different games and this and that. I wonder if I can bring that together and just start making games. So it's just that combination of boredom of not having new games and having a bit of experience coding stuff for Minecraft.
So I have a few questions here that I'm really curious about that we didn't see in your game trailer. And one of the first questions I want to talk to you about is the weapons and what can we expect to see in Colossal?
Yeah, for sure. So right now, a lot of the development time has been focused on foundational stuff, building the core systems to make these weapons. So all I was really showing off was like, you know, the assault rifle, the pistol, this and that. But there's a lot more that's coming. And a good reference point that we can look at is if we take a look at the sandbox of a game like Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Because as much as this game is inspired by Titanfall, I'm really leaning on its sandbox for a lot of the heavy lifting as far as weapon design goes.
Yeah.
So we can expect to see more classical arena shooter weapons, you know, things like snipers, rocket launchers, shotguns, even some potential for melee weapons down the line. It's pretty open. You know, the core roster is flushed out right now.
Yeah.
But it leaves a lot of room to add more down the line as well.
And how many maps are you planning to have on release? And will there be a mixture of big maps or small maps or medium maps?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I want that variety, right? I think it's important. I don't want each map to just feel like, oh, it's a different variation of a classic, like, competitive ready 3-lane map, you know?
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I think it's fun when maps break the rules a bit and do things that are weird and bizarre, because then it genuinely changes how it plays.
Another thing that I kind of wanted to touch base on is the pilots or the playable characters, and like, are we gonna see any abilities, or like, how do they work?
Yeah, absolutely. So in Titanfall, which, you know, obviously the game pulls a lot of inspiration from, one of my biggest gripes, and I might get some mixed reactions from this one, but I think that the incredible amount of customization that the pilots have limit player expression more than it helps. And it sounds backwards.
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, I think what a lot of players end up doing is they pick the same loadout, whether it's a meta pick or some weird off-meta thing that they like, and they stick with that for a very long time. And I think that arena shooter designs thrive so well with replayability because you don't always have access to your favorite thing. It feels rewarding and earned when you love the grappling hook and you finally manage to pick one up, which is how the abilities are coming to play in this game. You won't spawn with the ability that you want every single time.
Okay.
It's going to be something that you pick up off of the floor as a limited item use pickup.
That's actually
so you'll
really
have the grapple, use it for a while, and then it breaks. And then, so I think it's really neat too, because you're getting non-stop forced variety.
Yes.
But that also means that you're non-stop being asked to adapt to what's in front of you. You might use a grapple to sling into a fight, kill a guy, he drops a dash ability. You pick that up and you're using that for your next fight.
I like that.
So it's
I really
constantly
like that
shifting
concept.
your kit as you play.
Yeah, it kind of makes you have to get well-rounded. Otherwise, you're going to be at a disadvantage as well. So I like that.
In a lot of ways as well, it's also an antidote to campy passive play. Because if you're sitting back at the back of the spawn, you're going to run out of resources.
Yes.
Whereas if you're out fighting, you're actively picking up things as they're spawning. And I'm not sure if we touched on this, but I think it's important to make the distinction between what I mean by arena versus battle royale. Because when people hear lootable abilities, lootable weapons, I'm sure a lot of people that are more modern players think of battle royales.
Yeah.
But the key point here that's different is that arena shooters have learnable preset spawn points. So you always know where the grapple is going to be and when it's going to spawn.
Are you going to release it with like 3 game modes, or is there a kind of a number in mind, or are you going to bring anything new that we haven't seen as a game mode?
Right. So especially in that first narrow slice prototype style build, I just want to make sure that I have the variety of game modes that I need in there to get the feedback that's crucial for me, right? So I need a mix of both pilot-only playlists, the mech-only playlists, and then I also need hybrid playlists where they come together. That's going to be really important to just see each area of the game and see what people are reacting positively to and how they're playing.
Yeah.
So right now, the plan is to have some sort of pilot versus pilot exclusive mode, some kind of mech-only mode, and then a hybrid mode in between them. But down the line, I would love to go into more of those classic modes. Like, I think Capture the Flag would be a really fun mode to explore. King of the Hill, I think, would be really fun to play with mechs and with the pilots. So there's so much room. It's just the priority is going to be on that mix of here's a pilot versus pilot mode, here's a hybrid mode, and here's a Titan mode.
Yeah, but those are the best three. I mean, like, you can't go wrong with that. People will enjoy that, and it's like, it's not overcomplicating it for yourself either. So we know that it's an arena shooter. We know that it's going to have multiplayer. We know there's going to be Titans. Are we going to get a campaign? That is the biggest question that I think a lot of people would like to know.
Yeah, and that's something I would absolutely love to do. Like, I'm big on story games, you know? Like, some of the games I've played the most are just PvE games exclusively. Like, I have played the Borderlands games over and over and over again. I've played the Halo campaigns on repeat for years. It's like, I love story modes. I think they're so fun. And again, earlier we were chatting about like having the value in these side modes that aren't competitive, where it gives people an environment to practice. And obviously, like a story mode is perfect for that. It's just again a matter of scope at this point. Like, if I can grow this game, if I can get more people on board to join, more artists and developers to come in and share this vision with me,
yes,
it becomes more possible. And even down the line, like, even if I'm stuck as a solo developer forever and I'm just plugging away at this thing, like, if I have people playing the multiplayer and they're happy with it and we have a good set of stuff on the multiplayer, there is a future where I start changing gears onto a single player. You know, it's difficult to say at this point, but I know it's just such a beloved part of these types of games. Yeah. And I would personally love to tell stories in this game. I think it'd be really fun to build like parkour style maps around the movement kit, and yeah, that just sounds like a blast to make. It's just right now it's not the priority, but it definitely could be one day.
So a question I'm interested to see what you have to say about is, what direction are you going to take the mechs in Colossal? Because I don't think we saw any mechs in the trailer that you brought out, especially that you're a mech guy, like Ronan guy.
Yeah, so the mechs are still like a good ways off from being showcaseable. They're probably not even going to be called mechs in the future anyway as well. Like, I'm still debating on like a final name to give them. But like, same with the pilots, like they're both unnamed. It's just placeholder names for now while I'm sorting out the lore. But yeah, we talked earlier a lot about the arena shooter side of the pilots, like equal spawns, this and that, lootable power weapons. The mechs change things up a lot. So I'm talking so positively on like how healthy arena shooter is, how nice it is to promote like the sorts of play I'm going for. So it's probably shocking to hear that the mechs are completely different and that they're built around a hero shooter design. So, and by hero shooter, like, I'm talking about games like Overwatch, games like Apex Legends, like Gundam Evolution, you know, preset, pre-built character kits where they have their own identity, their own unique weapon, their own unique abilities. And the reason I find that interesting is I'll end up with a game where there's two entirely different genres of FPS taking place in the same match at the same time, which I don't know if I've ever seen a game do before. And that sounds very interesting to me. So you'll be playing an arena shooter as the pilots, and right on top of you in the same match, there's a hero shooter happening with the mechs fighting.
I don't think that's ever been done before.
And they interact with each other and care about each other's goals as well, because the mechs care about the pilot power weapons because they're effective against the mechs. So as a pilot, if you want to deal heavy damage to a mech, you're looting the rocket launcher off of the floor. And that's something that's very dangerous to the mechs. So when the rocket is spawning, or when the sniper's spawning, when a power weapon is spawning, the mechs are encouraged to go to help their friendly pilots get it to protect themselves.
Yeah.
So they're two different games happening at the same time, but they care about each other because they're happening in the same match.
Okay. And are they AI or
the mechs?
Yeah.
The mechs will be pilotable, so it's a very comparable like gameplay loop to what you see in Titanfall, where you start out as a pilot. Like, this is for one game mode, by the way. Like, the core game mode would be quite comparable to like Skirmish from Titanfall, where you start as a pilot, you pop off, and you earn the right to call in a mech. Then you get to pilot it by climbing into it, and because it's a hero shooter, you would get a pick from a set of different mechs that you want to play as. And then these would have light customization, but like very minor. Like, think of how in Titanfall you can change a perk, which changes like a tiny bit about the character. So I've been designing that customization system, but it's relatively minor things that you can adjust about the character. So it's going to feel very familiar to what people like out of the Titanfall system, but I am doing a lot of new interesting things. So, because at the end of the day, Titanfall's mechs are a hero shooter as well. They just didn't really lean into it as much as I want to. Like, in Titanfall, the mechs kind of just all kill each other in different ways. But I'd really like to explore things like supportive characters things like tanky characters, things like crowd control characters, things that you see in games like Overwatch, but as in the mechs. And I'm leaning more into that hero shooter side of things. Like, one of the biggest changes I'm making for the mechs is, I don't know if you familiar with how the Doom state works in Titanfall? So when you drop down to like critical health in Titanfall 2, you're in the Doom state where you can't heal out of it and you're stuck at that health level. And if somebody melees you, you're executed. It's like that yellow and black stripe bar.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm replacing the Doom state in my game with a down state. So much like how in Apex you can get knocked down, the mechs can get knocked. And they can be revived by other players on their team.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
So I'm actually building it because as much like I do truly enjoy Apex's gameplay loop, and the mech side of the game is honestly being structured more closely to how the combat works in that. It's still going to feel very mechanically similar to Titanfall's Titans because I'm a huge fan of them. But the actual gameplay loop is quite similar because I'm giving them things like healing items that they can use to heal, much like Apex's like batteries.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also allowing them to like revive each other. So I think that it will encourage some more aggressive play because there'll be instances like, oh, he's knocked, we should push and finish so they can't revive. Oh, he's using a heal, I should push and deny it.
Yes, yes, I see where you're coming from with that. That sounds like a real different take, but in a creative kind of a way. Like, I'm excited to see how you're going to implement that. Like, I am.
Yeah, and that's probably the biggest change for the mechs. I mean, there's other things that are happening as well. Like, I'm not having just normal ejects where it shoots the pilot into the air. Like, I'm going to be using an eject pod where the pilot's protected on their way up, and then they can disembark from the pod when they want to leave. So it's like there's some critical changes that are happening there. But the biggest one is just going with the whole idea of like they can heal, they can revive each other. The ability design is going in a pretty wild direction too, with the kind of abilities I'm making. So that's probably the biggest difference I can point to. Is just modeling it after like a game like Apex's or Gundam Evolution's loop for how you can revive people.
I'm excited to see like what kind of animations you're gonna create, like when you're rezzing a mech.
It's gonna be neat.
Kind of pilot res a mech, or like, or is it just mechs res mechs?
I have considered that. I have considered it because the way I view it, it would be very cool if you have different revive speeds, where a mech reviving a mech is the fastest, obviously, right? But a pilot could revive a mech much slower. Because that also means that technically if you were knocked, you could disembark and start repairing it yourself, which sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're so exposed and vulnerable trying to self-res. But
Yeah.
then the idea of what if multiple pilots are repairing the same mech to boost the speed? Like there's a lot of really fun like interactions to explore there. By like deciding who can revive what. Sounds neat.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, and I am also not restricting mech ownership like Titanfall does.
So anyone can take it.
Not right out of the gate, but I'm giving players the freedom to give up ownership if they want to. So if you don't want to play as the mech, you can call one in and then give up ownership so your allies can take it over.
Like you have that like on a keybind that you press that.
Yeah, there'd be an option of like hold this button to relinquish ownership. And I think that would be quite interesting too, because I know a lot of people don't like to even play as the Titans in Titanfall, and they just leave them on Auto Titan walking around.
Yeah, that's me, that is.
And that's kind of, yeah, which is fine. But there's other teammates on the team that would love to take your Titan, and they can't. So I want to give them that potential.
So when did you first think that this game actually felt good, that you were confident enough to bring out a trailer and show it to the world?
My friends and family were telling me I should post something about a year and a half ago, and I was
a year and a half
ago. Yeah, it didn't take long to have like the baseline vision there of being able to like move around the map. Obviously, all of the polish wasn't there. Like, there's no camera tilt, so you're just gliding along the wall with a floating weapon that's not moving.
Yeah.
But like the baseline pilot movement and the ability to shoot stuff in the environment was done quite a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been a tremendous amount of like bug fixing and refinements during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just me being a perfectionist saying like, well, I'll put out a video when I make this thing. When the weapons work, I'll put out this video. When the pilot movement looks less stiff, I'll put out a video.
So you were like putting it off for like some time.
Yeah, way too long. And to be honest, I kind of just felt the push to put it out with Impulse's release, where I'm like, well, there's clearly demand right now, and there's attention right now on this spot, and if I wait too long, I'm just going to end up looking like I'm copying and trend chasing. It's like, I've been working on this thing well before anything else has even been announced, right? We all worked on it at the same time. And the longer that I wait, the more likely it's going to look that I'm just like hopping on the bandwagon here.
Well, it's definitely created like a lot of curiosity around Colossal and what it's going to be. And I'm happy that you released it when you released it as well. I feel like out of nowhere, we've just got loads of Titanfall-like games coming out of the woodwork, and it's great to see.
It also gives people things to compare between too, because obviously we're all taking it in different directions and have different visions on how to do it. So it gives people like the chance to look at it and be like, well, I don't know if I like this direction, but I like this one. I just think it's cool that there's a bunch of games coming out in this area because I'm eager to play them.
There's a game,
but
it's like there's a game for everyone in the Titanfall community, it seems. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're all doing like very different things. Like Shadow Rush's destructible environments is genius. Like, yep. I really want to see them keep pushing that. That's so cool.
Yep.
But like, I'm taking my game in pretty wild directions that I'm quite excited for. I just hope that people can resonate with the vision. And I left things quite vague in the last video because I was just trying to like touch on the core. Like, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm very excited to show off like the kinds of unique things I'm trying to do with the game. Because again, like, if it's just Titanfall with bad graphics, people aren't gonna like it.
No, well, we're excited, man. So do take your time, let it cook, man. So I'm curious to know what's been the most interesting feedback you've had since releasing the Colossal trailer.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the amount of comments saying looks better than Impulse gave me a laugh. But that's not really feedback, it's just shocking to see.
I'm surprised 1047 haven't commented now saying like we're gonna shut you down.
I thought that they would send me a message or something. I mean, I think their game looks good. Like I'm not gonna shit on it. Their game looks really good.
Impulse is like they took everything that was good about Splitgate 2 and then made it a little bit different than Splitgate 2. The game, I think Impulse is Splitgate 2. Just there's wall running.
That was gonna be my description of it. Is it looks closer to Splitgate's gameplay than Titanfall's, which is a bummer for me to see because I'm so interested in like Titanfall-like games.
Mm-hmm.
Like I actually really enjoyed Splitgate too. It's really good. So Impulse looks neat to me because it looks so much like Splitgate.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I do think that their mechs are a bit weak. But I mean, the movement looks good. The gunplay looks good. It's just it looks very close to Splitgate.
Okay, so what's been the most surprising feedback that you've received so far ever since you've released the trailer for Colossal?
So the biggest surprise that I saw when going through my comments was actually the response from people outside of the Titanfall community. And that was very shocking to me because while it's very much intended to be, you know, familiar and exciting for fans of like Titanfall and movement shooters, it was seeing a shocking amount of praise and support and excitement from people from entirely different communities. And while I definitely expressed in my video that it's Halo inspired, I wasn't expecting Halo fans to like the game. And I was seeing a shocking amount of comments from Halo players that are interested in playing the game.
Okay, so you got people from Halo now coming on. But like you did say, you know, you're a Halo kind of a guy as well, so you pull inspiration from Halo.
Realistically, the core inspiration from Halo is the sandbox. You know, it's the idea of an interactive world. It's the idea of like, here's fusion coil style explosives on the map you can blow up. Here's gravity cannon things that can launch you. Here's like ability and item and weapon pickups. That's all Halo inspired. But realistically, I thought that they wouldn't be interested in this game at all because the core gameplay of running on the walls is so different from the slow and like precise gameplay that they're used to in Halo. So I thought that they wouldn't be interested.
Yeah.
And I was seeing a shocking amount of comments from people that are saying like, oh, I saw one that was so kind. This guy left a comment saying something about like, oh, if you can do this and this and this, then you're going to potentially heal the broken souls of the Halo Reach community. And I was like, really? I was like,
that was a dope comment.
I thought that what I'd really be touching on is like, obviously a lot of people are eager for a Titanfall style game. You know, a lot of people really want that type of game. But I wasn't really expecting the Halo guys to be into it. And that's exciting to me because at the end of the day, a lot of them have felt, you know, kind of left behind by their franchise as well. You know, obviously, like, it's seen a decline in their player base over the years. It's not the kind of extreme, like, genre-defining franchise that it used to be. So if I'm positioned between these two broken communities, that is such an, I don't know, it is an honor to be wedged in that spot. Because those two franchises really shape me. Yeah. And if I can do right by both franchises at the same time, then that would mean the world to me.
That's killing two birds with one stone, and like you're doing the whole community a service.
I hope so.
You know?
I want to do him proud. And then even beyond the Halo guys, I was seeing praise from people that were saying that they were old enjoyers of games like Quake 3, games like Tribes, you know, like really old 25-year-old arena shooters from way back in the day. That's really cool to me to see that it's like just hitting the mark with these different communities I was never expecting to find it interesting at all.
Everyone's gunning for you now, and ever since that trailer's come out, I don't mean to put the pressure on, but people are expecting a good game now, bro. So you need to deliver.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and it is really nice though, because it's like a positive kind of pressure, right? It's not like people are like, oh yeah, put out this game or else. It's just, oh, I really want to play this game. And then seeing that is so damn motivating. Like, let me tell you, it's so nice to see that kind of positive excitement around something that you're making.
Yes, of course.
It's unreal.
Yeah. No, I can understand. I can understand that feeling. And then you want to make sure that it's the best that it can be for those people. So you want to try hard. So it's only great things can come from that, like, you know?
Yeah, and then trying hard for my sake too, you know, because I want to play this thing, you know?
Yeah.
Other games aren't hitting the mark, so I want to sit there and I want to grind this thing.
I don't know many people that can be like, you know, I'm going to make a game for myself and play the shit out of it. Like, so it's really cool what you're doing, bro. And
I appreciate that. I really do.
And I wish you all the best moving forward with it. And bro, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. And I really hope we can link up again and make another video.
Yeah, you as well. I hope to get a playtest in your hands at some point in the near future and hear your thoughts of actually running around the thing.
Man, hit me up. I'll be the first in line for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been a pleasure, GMAC.
All right. Peace out, man. And we'll see you on the next one.